Hello and welcome. Today we are in the Tier 9 US battleship, supercruiser, the Alaska. We're playing a ranked match on the map Tiers of the Cruisers, although with an Alaska I don't think we'll have many tiers. And I spawned on the southern side, which means that I get to take advantage of an amazing spot, although in ranked this is perhaps not as important because enemies might simply not push over here. But basically there's a spot a little bit in front of me on the next island that it's really good to park at, and you can be really disruptive from that position, especially as a radar cruiser, because your radar takes out quite a lot of the middle of the cap, and also it halts the enemy's push on this side. Oh, and is that the Neptune's broadside that I see over there? It is! Say hi to my AP. 21k, just like that. And oh, we're actually taking the second ring. Oh, is that the Talon's broadside I see over there? Okay, my aim needs slight improvements, but that's alright. So this is the spot I'm talking about, because it allows you to break contact. The enemies can't always see you when you hide behind this portion here, and you get to radar lots and lots of things. On top of that, you're in a fairly defensible position. You don't really have to worry about being torpedoed unless the enemy gets to your right. And on top of that, you provide air cover if there's a CV for lots of ships around you. And again, the enemies don't want to push around this island because you're in a very good spot to protect against that.
The ship is on fire.
The only problem is that it can get kind of boring at times, because enemies will basically be behind that island over there, and if they aren't far enough, you can't fling your shells over it. It's slightly better in a Des Moines in those kinds of situations, because you can fling over islands slightly better, but I think we can manage over this one. Hello, Talon. How are you doing? Thank you for the 23,000 damage. By the way, if you're wondering, why would you bring a Talon? I mean, it's a tier 8 ship, right? So clearly you put your team at a disadvantage. But it's not necessarily the case. You see, if you bring a tier 8 ship, tier 8 cruiser for example, then the enemy team is going to have a tier 8 cruiser as well. So they have a Talon, we get the Edinburgh. And while I don't think there are many tier 8 ships that are very good to bring, there could be some, and it's not necessarily a horrible idea.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Hey, we got the Talon, and this is looking pretty good. I'm thinking, should I actually push? Nah, never mind. I was thinking, should I push around? But no, it's a bad idea because there's a Sovietsky Soyuz in front of me too. My radar is up in 7 seconds. I'm not sure if I should use it though, immediately. I could know where the Soyuz is and where the Georgia is, but I don't know if I'd catch the destroyers and whether it would be useful for my team. Maybe I'll wait a little bit, because I am not at any risk right now. At least I think I'm not. So I should be okay. Oh, Soyuz! Oh, would you look at that? The broadside of a battleship. Oh, come on! Oh, never mind, the shells actually went over and double citadel. Nice! Let's see where the Soyuz is going. Okay, she's continuing on. Oh, I captured both of the destroyers in radar. That's extremely useful, because now we know. Georgia, unfortunately, is coming back. I would push otherwise, but if Georgia turns around, it might be a bit of a dangerous push to do. I guess we'll just wait to see what the enemy does. Because again, this is an amazing spot. You just sit here. The only worry is if destroyers are basically in the direction I'm looking at, but in this match there's nothing. Soyuz also doesn't want to push because, well, she obviously knows that I can citadel her, not to mention that there's a Poman and a Musashi behind me. But Georgia is coming back though. Can be a bit of an issue. Oh! No, actually, Soyuz is pushing. Nice broadside you have there. Oh, I guess she is angled slightly. And because of that, I don't have enough penetration to go through the Citadel armor protection. Dang it. Obviously, because, you know, when you angle an armor plate, the apparent thickness is, well, thicker. At least that's how I imagine it works. So I'm gonna go forward a little bit, although I do have to worry about the Georgia. Because if I go too far, the Georgia will just eat me. Let's try, maybe we're slightly closer. Nope, still non-penetrations. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I have to keep going now. I went too far already, so... if I just stand still, I'll be food for Georgia. Oh, is Georgia showing me broadside? Is she? Over the island? She is, isn't she? It'll only be a little bit at the rear, though. No Citadel from that, but that's alright. I'm gonna be safe here behind this island. If the Soyuz wishes to push, I will be in an extremely good position to make her regret that decision, and my Musashi and Pommern will simply continuing on. How's everywhere else going? Oh, that's actually pretty good. Edinburgh's gonna fight the kid. That's good for us. And Pommern seems to be safe from the Ognovoy. I do wonder what our Benson is doing, but I suppose you can't have everything. Oh! Georgia is actually sailing away from the island, so I should be able to get over the dunes. Or not, I guess. But this does give me an opportunity to reverse away and go... wait, what? Oh, Pommern tried going around the island, and then Ognovoy blasted her. Alright. But Ognovoy did leave the middle, and Edinburgh did get the kid, which is excellent. And I think I'm gonna push over here, because I think I can be extremely disruptive to the enemy, especially to the Sovietsky Soyuz. If I start pushing here, the Soyuz has to go forward. Not to mention that while I do that, I can just take shots at the Neptune. The reason Soyuz has to go forward is because if she doesn't, she opens up her broadside to me. And well, in that case, I just end up deleting her. Okay, Soyuz actually seems to be pushing, but we'll see how long that actually lasts. It is actually a 4v4 right now, but I think positionally we're in a way better position. Anyway, time to go. Time to stop camping on this one spot. Find the Neptune, blast her to smithereens, and then punish the Soyuz or make her go forward. Hello Neptune, how are you doing? I wanted to fire immediately so that there'd be as little time as possible for Neptune to turn, and 16k... oh come on, I didn't actually finish off the Neptune. That is extremely unfortunate. I suppose next up we'll go for Georgia, because she's showing broadside at such a close range. No Citadel, dang it. Wow, Soyuz actually didn't go forward. That is extremely surprising, and I derped all of my shells into the island. But it's okay, I have another set. Enjoy. Dang it, that didn't finish her off either, but my rear turret will be up in a moment, and it's goodbye Soyuz. Next up, Neptune. Nice broadside you have there, Neptune. It'd be a shame if anything were to happen to it. Oh, I overturned into the island. Never mind, I suck at aiming. 1 over pen. Okay, can we hit the rear maybe? Maybe? Let's use the heal. And we could hit the rear.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Goodbye, Neptune. Oh, and Georgia's coming around the island. I guess maybe I should stop reversing. There's the Ognovoy, but I think that'll be alright.
Torpedoes to port.
I guess I can't keep reversing here because of the torpedoes. Oh, and, well, Georgia got deleted. At this point, though, it's just Ognovoy. And Musashi, Pommern, and Benson against one Ognovoy. It's basically... no, it's not basically. It is impossible for the Ognovoy to win this. Although, my radars have all been used up, my heals have all been used up. But I still have a hydro going, and on top of that I think I have an extra hydro. Gonna go into the middle, take the cap, and see if we can find the Ognaway or not. Although, if our Benson is being so skittish, this might be a not difficult ending, but it'll take a while. Because we'll probably have to win by points, because it seems unlikely that we'll actually spot the Ognaway. Center cap. I guess it'll be me and the Musashi that will take it. Unspotted, meaning Ognaway is probably behind an island. Still unspotted. Kinda surprising. Oh, our Benson is really low. So is our Pommern, so I guess it makes sense why the Benson is playing it safe. I mean, it's ranked after all, right? And you wish to win rather than deal more damage. Spotted for a moment, I think. Nope, still spotted. Okay, she's in the second ring, not the center one. I thought I had no hydras left, but I actually do have a hydra left. I just can't use it for a while. We got the center ring. I guess I'll go closest path to the second ring then. Maybe Ognaway is gonna try to rush the Pommern or something. I mean, at this point, it could still be crazy. Even though it's an Ognaway, if it were a better destroyer, this game would not necessarily have been over yet. Because if it were like a Benham, Benham could potentially torp all of us and come out victorious. But I think most destroyers wouldn't be quite enough. Yeah, actually the way we're playing is extremely silly. See, we're basically sailing all of our ships into the same spot. And that means that if the Ognaway gets a really lucky torp salvo, well, it might actually come down to Benson. Although it seems very unlikely. Still though, it's a bit tense, because you never know how many of those torpedoes might just suddenly hit. Oh! Wait, what? Ognaway has 120 HP? Yeah, Benson, I think you could have just gone and fought her. No need to actually be so scared of her. But anyways, that was a nice ranked battle. That spot is amazing, especially in a match like this one. They basically served themselves up on a silver platter. 169k damage, high caliber, 8 citadel hits, 2563 base XP in an Alaska. Damn. What a great game. By the way, I even still got almost half the cap points. Okay, more like 40%, but still. Wow, this was an amazing game. Anyways, captain skills and upgrades. I don't know if these are the best, but this is what I used. Grease the gears, priority target, superintendent, concealment expert, adrenaline rush, then heavy AP shells, then the top grade gunner one, and last gun feeder. Upgrades wise, it's also what you would expect. Reload, concealment, damage control, aiming systems, damage control again, and main arms modification 1. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I hope I'll see you guys next time.